Hey guys, it's me, Jay Stone, Master Brand Coach, and I want to talk to you guys about basically how to change your Facebook fan page name when Facebook has denied you several times with changing your name. So we all know that we rebrand, right? We rebrand and we kind of change the name, and Facebook will send you, when you try to change the name to your fan page, it will send you a little message that says, you might confuse your audience by changing this if your products or services have changed, blah, blah, blah. And nobody wants to start over building a new fan page, right? And so I've probably changed the name of this fan page 5 or 6 times. And right now it's called Glamific. So, first of all, let me just clarify the difference between the page name and the page username. Okay. So, the username is usually this at symbol right here, whatever that says right here if you go to the page. And notice, guys, I'm looking at this on my laptop computer. A lot of these functionalities are only good if you're on your laptop or desktop. You really won't be able to get to a lot of this stuff on the mobile, and it's in very different places if it's visible at all. Okay, so just right here, you'll see that that's the name, the username. And then the page name is here. It's the bigger name that people see in your timeline. Okay, so the username is basically how they tag you if they want to tag your page with the at symbol. And then the other name, like I said, it's in the timeline. So the first thing is, let me just show you the difference. If you go in and I went roll down to about and I hit username, that's pretty easy to edit. It's not going to give you, a whole lot of trouble. You can change it to anything that's not in use. Where people run into trouble is when they try to change this name and you click edit. This is where you get into trouble, where they'll say you can't do it, it's too different. So here's what I do. Okay. So if the name is completely different, you can't change. So the name of this page used to be Glam Sugar, right? And as I was going through the trademark process, I found out that there were lots of other, and we're just going to bring that up. There were lots of other glam sugars out there when I Googled them, right? But then nobody had really filed for the trademark. So it's Glam Sugar Magazine, and they're on Pinterest, Glam Sugar Dress, and nobody filed for the trademark. So I said, okay, maybe I can slip in under the radar and go ahead and get it. And then I was like, you know what? Let's just make it a little bit different. And so I did a Glam Sugar Mafia, right? That was what I initially changed the page to, Glam Sugar Mafia. And then as I sat with the name for a little while, because we do this, right? As I sat with the name for a little while, I realized that I wanted to create something a little bit softer and maybe make the Mafia the community. So I was like, well, let's go with Glam Sugar Belle, right? It'll make it softer. So I was able to change the page name from Glam Sugar to Glam Sugar Mafia with no problems. Then I was able to change it from Glam Sugar Mafia to Glam Sugar Belle, right? And that was easy. But then I got an email from my attorney that says, hey, Jay, the trademark, they filed the trademark. It's going to be a likelihood of confusion. You got to change your business name. And this is why you don't spend a lot of money graphic with branding. I mean, I have graphic designers on staff. We're a branding firm. So it doesn't cost me a whole lot of money to do this. But until you've been in business a couple years and you have that full trademark on, um, I mean, you've been able to successfully file the trademark, even if you haven't received it. You might not want to just spend a whole lot of money on, a whole lot of graphics, because if you got to rebrand, boo boo, it's going to cost you a lot of money. Okay, so that was a little sidebar. Back to this. So when I went in to try to change the name right here, again, we go to the about and the edit, Glam Sugar. When I went to change that, they immediately denied it. Okay. And so the Facebook page will immediately deny you because it's some kind of algorithm, because it can be approved within seconds or it can be denied within seconds. So I tried maybe 3 different times, and each time they give you an opportunity to appeal it. And I submitted the documentation. I went in, uploaded the documentation, and it still came back within an hour or two saying no. And I tried it 3 different times. I tried the documentation. I tried a screenshot of the trademark conflict letter. I tried all of this stuff, and they kept saying no. I was like, okay, so here's how I tricked them. What I did was the name of the page was Glam Sugar Bell. And what I did was just added onto the end of it Glamific, right? And because I didn't change the name, Glam Sugar Bell stayed the page name. And I just think I added a hyphen or maybe I didn't even do that. And then I went ahead and changed it to Glam Sugar Bell Glamific. It was like hyphen Glamific, right? And it let me do it because I didn't change the page name. I only added a descriptor to the page name, right? Then I waited about 3 or 4 days and went and deleted the Glam Sugar Bell part off and just left Glamific, and it accepted it right away. So the key here to tricking this is keep the page name the same and add the new name onto the end of it, right? Then wait 3 to 7 days and go back and delete the old name completely off. And I've done this for about 3 or 4 pages, and this is how I've been able to work around the little Facebook trickery. Now, they used to be able to allow you to to submit like a new logo, and you change the name, the logo, the graphics, and a business name or EIN. Even that stuff wasn't getting me past that little algorithm. Okay, so that's how I made the loop for the algorithm. So just to quickly recap, what I did was change the name by adding the full new name that I wanted to call the page to the old name. Okay, and again, I did it under the name section. I added it, and then I went back 7 days later and deleted the old part of the name that I did not want. All right, hope that's helpful. Thanks, guys, and we'll catch you on the flip side.